Well, Susie, you mentioned intersectionality earlier, and 2 points that are good about what you just said regarding seasonal eating is that a good example is year-round grapes. I'm old enough to remember when grapes were in season or out of season, and you'd go 3 or 4 months without a certain food. And the human body evolved to eat seasonally. Just like, for example, you're supposed to have 2 sleep cycles of about 4 hours and a little wake period in between. And that's how our ancestors were. In the same way, when you have anything that you can eat all the time, this is one of the reasons that calories and things like that get out of whack. But intersectionally speaking, is if you're importing grapes from goddamn Chile up here into New York or Minnesota, where Bruce is, and it's the dead of winter, you are exceedingly using a high carbon footprint just to get them so that people can eat in a non-natural way. And this is yet another example of how you have something, the healthcare industry, and which is guided, and before that you have the food industry, that also affects global warming. And, I'll give you another perfect example. I mentioned grapes. Look at bananas. When I was a kid in the late 60s, early 70s, there were 5 or 6 different types of bananas out there. There were red bananas. There were purple bananas. There were more than one yellow banana. Bananas we have now are Cavendish. What happened is, in the 70s, a fungus came along and killed all these bananas. Now, the world is dependent 99% plus on Cavendish bananas. If another fungus came and wiped out the Cavendish bananas would be gone. And bananas are a great source of many vitamins, potassium most notably, but a lot of vitamins, even vitamin C. But it's teetering, because if we had a dozen types of strains of bananas, well, if one goes out for a few years, we use another type of banana until we selectively breed fungus-resistant Cavendish bananas. But now what we have is Cavendish bananas get knocked out, bam. And not only does that, if you want to speak intersectionally, not only does that mean that we are eating not as healthy as we could be if we had a variety of bananas, but the whole of Central America's economy, the whole United Fruit Company, where the ugly American stereotype came from, they're dependent. Without Cavendish bananas, those countries would be even more impoverished than they are now. And so this is how all of these things, from healthcare to global warming to international economics, are all tied in. And it's all tied in because people are doing things stupidly. And it's all guided by greed. It's all guided by pelf rather than a currency of something else that are used. But that's me going off again.